Hi, I'm Shizuka. I've been living in England for nearly a year, and today I'm going to talk about culture shock experiences in England and things that I didn't expect in my English life. Let's get started. London is more diverse than you think. I knew there were lots of nationalities in London, but when I arrived in London, I had to ask myself if I was really in England. I heard so many languages and accents. There's a high chance the person I was speaking to wasn't from England. For example, the people I lived with in London were from France, Romania and Spain. Only my partner was from England. I'm living in Australia once in the past, and honestly I met more English people there than I did in London. London is an extremely multicultural city, and a huge variety of cultures are living in the same place. Of course, there are things that didn't change, like historical buildings, but if you want to feel more English atmosphere, you should definitely visit the countryside. Summer's much hotter than you think. I heard the average maximum temperature is around 23 degrees, and I thought it would be a piece of cake as I'm used to Japan, where the summers are much more severe at over 30 degrees, and the humidity that feels like 100%. But I thought wrong. It wasn't a piece of cake at all here in England. Last June I came to England, so I experienced summer in England straight away. The temperature was far more than 23 degrees at 34 degrees. On the same year, 38.7 degrees was recorded in Cambridge. Even the supermarket fridges broke. I didn't know English summer could be so hot. Of course, it's not 34 degrees every day. Most of the days it's around 20 to 23 degrees, but occasionally it's around 30 degrees. And the hardest thing as a Japanese person is that there is no air conditioning at home. Generally, houses in England have no air conditioning. So whether you stay inside or go outside, it's just hot. This made me realize how I was so dependent on air conditioning in Japan. I just didn't get used to spend such hot days without air conditioning. So summer in England is more tough than you think. And still regarding the weather, people say there is a lot of rain in the UK, but I'd rather say the weather is just unpredictable. It started to drizzle a little bit of rain, but then it stopped. Now you'll have to guess if it will rain or not. The sun appears and the rain starts again. I now understand why people say weather in England has 4 seasons in one day. Making a cup of tea is more simple than I expected. Japan has a tea culture as well. We drink a lot of Japanese tea every day. To make proper Japanese tea, we follow a process to make it taste nice. If you ignore it, you might ruin the taste. So I was assuming English tea would also have a lot of rules to make tea, since it's one of the traditions. But when I first saw my partner making tea, I was surprised. The making tea is super easy. Boil the water, put the tea bag in, pour in boiled water, brew it until it's a strong color, squeeze the tea bag and throw it in the bin. Add milk until it's your favorite color, and sugar. Done! All English people that I met made tea this way. Of course, there is a slightly different process for each person, but most people make tea this way. Regarding tea, there is another thing I'm surprised with. English people don't drink iced tea. When I tried to order an iced tea in the cafe for the first time, they said they don't have it. I was surprised because England is a tea country, so I was like, why didn't they have it? Apparently big chain cafes have iced tea such as Starbucks, but if you go to small local cafes, they don't have iced tea on the menu. When I was in Japan, I used to have a lot of iced tea. Iced tea is very popular in Japan, and you see plenty of iced tea products everywhere. So the shock was huge when I found out iced tea is very rare in England. Anyway, I think there are 2 reasons why British people don't drink iced tea. The first is because of the weather. a lot of rainy days and people tend to drink hot drinks. And the other is because of the tradition. Like Japanese don't eat California rolls for sushi, tea must be hot. This is traditional here. Shops close early on Sundays. This was shocking for me because Sunday is a time for selling and buying. When I was in Japan, I used to go shopping a lot on Sunday and never worried if the shop was closed on Sunday. That's because opening hours are the same every day. One of the closest big shopping center in Japan was open the same hours every day, like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., even 10 p.m., and the closest supermarket is open 24/7. In England, it was once illegal to sell and buy on Sunday, but from 1994, shops were allowed to open on Sundays. But there are still restrictions on large shops. They are only allowed to be open for a maximum of 6 hours on Sundays. That's why shops tend to close earlier. If you are planning to go for shopping on Sunday, check the opening hours before you go. Next is British English. Japanese people learn American English in school, so when I started living in England, British English confused me a lot. But I'm slowly getting used to distinguishing American and British English, and it's so much fun to know the differences between them. So there are my culture shocks in England. To be honest, there are more of them. I might make part 2 of this video in the future. I'm not sure. I've been here nearly a whole year, and I'm still finding new things and enjoying English life. So if you're interested in life in England, feel free to subscribe to my channel. On this channel, I'm talking about my English life, language, hobbies, and so on. And if you think this video was good, please give me the thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye!